with some heart. And when I seen Mase driving around in California with Stevie J and this other guy in a drop-top white Benz, I flipped on him. I was like, yo, my man, you from Harlem. Don't you know these cats out here will tear your head down to the white meat? What's wrong with you? It's not sweet out here, bro. Then Mase said, yeah, I know. And how they was telling him that they wanted Big and Puff, and he was all right, he was good. Mase did not show up to the party the night Big got murdered. He said he was in the room with Brandon.
No, I was recording Only You. And once that record came out, it was probably like a week or two later. And then I was showing up at a video to do Only You. So it was that fast. Then the locks was already signed. And then I think like that next week, once the record started going crazy, it was like, yo, we gotta sign.
All right, so we're gonna get to it. What did Puff do to piss you the fuck off? How did he do you dirty if he did you dirty? And what is doing dirty if a motherfucker put you on?
That's really good. Let me take my shit.
Levy Break It Down for Eugene Deal spilled some serious tea on how Mase managed to dodge Diddy's controls, so Mase was stuck under Diddy's thumb at Bad Boy Records, is dealing with all kinds of shady business moves. Diddy was playing puppet master, trying to keep Mase is in check with tight contracts and bogus deals.
Nigga told me he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing, nigga, because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that, nigga. You know who to play with, nigga.
Let's hear what Gene Deal had to say.
2 weeks ago, Mase, he went viral over some comments he made about the night that Biggie got killed. He said that after Biggie got killed, over 70 Bloods went to his hotel room looking for him to try to kill him. And he said that she was the only one that came to his hotel room to get him.
Well, Mase, was from Harlem. And when I seen Mase driving around in California with Stevie J and this other guy in a drop-top white Benz, I flipped on him. I was like, yo, my man, you from Harlem. Don't you know these cats out here will tear your head down to the white meat? What's wrong with you? It's not sweet out here, bro. Then Mase said, yeah, I know. And he told me about the basketball game or something that he went to. And how they was telling him that they wanted Big and Puff, and he was all right, he was good. So Mase did not show up to the party the night Big got murdered. He said he was in the room with Brandy, right? I called Mase that morning, and me and Mase spoke, and then he was telling me all them Bloods and everything that was out there. So I was with a couple of dudes that was from Black Hands, which is a part of the Black Gorilla Mafia. You know what I mean? And we just went to the end of his hallway. He said there was a lot of Bloods out there. And some dudes out there I wasn't recognizing. I recognized, but I don't think it was, he said it was like 70. When I got there, it wasn't that many dudes out there like that. But he could have seen 70, 17, 20, 30. When you think somebody trying to get you, and niggas is running the hallways because they know Bad Boy was staying there, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes. So when I got there with my team and everything, dudes who came to the hospital with us, we was good. So all we had to do was put him in a cab or car service so he can go where he had to go. And that was it. To me, it wasn't nothing. You understand? But to somebody in fear of their life, I can understand where he's coming from. You feel me? I'm already you know, we already lost big. We on high alert, you understand? And now I got some dudes with me that's about it. That's what they do. You know, I was with Chaz Williams and a couple of his dudes from out there in Cali, you understand, that belong to the Gorilla, I think it's the Black Gorilla Mafia or family. And then I'm with Black Hands. And Chaz had a couple of his dudes, so I'm good. So we just made sure Mase was good.
Yeah, he said that she was the only one that came to get him. He said that, you know, everybody that he went to LA with, he ain't leave with, you know. He said that everybody else was looking out for themselves.
Well, Puff went to San Diego and they put him on a jet about 2 hours after Big died. You know what I mean? So, Clarence Avant and, what's his name? Clarence Avant and Andre Harrell made sure we did that. I was supposed to go on the plane with him, but I was like, nah, I ain't effing with you, bro. I'm out of here. So I went with the thing because we was gonna follow him that whole 120 miles. And he said, no, we ain't need all that. So I didn't understand that, so I just jumped in the car with Chaz and the other teams, and we went back to the hotel, and then got that call from Mase early, and I called them, and they came back over with me, and we went on and did what we had to do.
But one thing that did caught my attention, because this story went viral, but I did notice a whole lot of big media outlets, when they was reporting about this story, they all was saying that Mase was lying.
Nah, Mase ain't, you know, they might, you gotta understand when you scared and you see, you know, a bunch of dudes, whether he said it was 70, 30, 20, 10, you in fear of your life. You understand? So when you in fear of your life and then everybody that you come with ain't there no more and ain't picking up their phone, you're gonna look, you know, you're gonna feel a certain way. I can understand where he's coming from. Or I can say I feel where he's coming from. But every time he called me, I picked up my phone. I'm gonna pick up my phone. Because all us should have been going back home. I gotta live with that.
Ain't about to let Diddy slide whenever Diddy says 2 words about my response with 15 interviews in the podcast, to be honest.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Friday, you was recording your album.
No, I was recording Only You.
I was recording only you.
And once that record came out, it was probably like a week or 2 later. And then I was showing up at a video to do Only You. So it was that fast. Then the locks was already signed. And then I think like that next week, once the record started going crazy, it was like, yo, we gotta sign him. We gotta sign him.
All right, so we gonna get to it. What did Puff do to piss you the fuck off? How did he do you dirty if he did you dirty? And what is doing dirty if a motherfucker put you on?
That's really good. Let me take my shades off. Now, I can say this because it's not something I didn't say to him. Puff, how do I want to say this? Me and Puff was like, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for.
You felt or did you do that? Because you said felt, like
okay,
feeling.
let's clear that up then.
You saying you feeling that?
No, we're gonna keep it with, because I'm trying to be nice. I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So this thing that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here, nigga. I'm not here. All my peers is up here. All my peers are bosses. When it's time, just like somebody raised somebody up, you know they did work with you, they go from your little man to maybe A&R to something else. He just kept trying to keep me right here, like he didn't want me to grow at anything. And to anybody, is that gonna bother you?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm producing the work. Yeah. Puff would go out and party, and I would be in the studio writing the records, and then I just come back and say, he'll say this is his part or that is his part, but I was the person there creating it all.
Right.
And then, I mean, from the lyrical standpoint,
Yeah.
where somebody did a beats, and even More Money, More Problems, I came up with that. I came up with the beat too. And I said, Stevie, we need to do this beat and do it like this. So just imagine all of these moments that are taken from you, the records, the beats, you ain't getting the money, you ain't getting the publishing, you ain't getting the respect. And I don't think you're like that.
No.
So that became really frustrating for me because I'm
You say
looking.
you don't think you like that, what that mean?
I don't think you would like that.
Like,
If a motherfucker did you like that, what the
Yeah,
fucking
like-
story is you listening to, nigga?
and I don't think you like that to be pulling what you pulling.
Yeah, you from the ghetto, you like,
Yeah, like you know what would come with doing that, but everybody is letting you get away with it.
Who's going to face Diddy? Let's say you are a rapper and you got receipts on Diddy. You said one word to about Diddy, he'll make sure you never see the tip of a mic ever again. That's how daddy he is.
Everybody. So me quitting after one album, it didn't take long for me to figure it out. Like, I'm not gonna be here with this. I don't care who's here because you're not paying me and you're not respecting me. And that's the real problem.
All right.
And that's just the beginning.
All right,
then
go ahead.
there's people that try to do bodily harm with me. They will be in the house with Puff. So I'm like, it's a funny game y'all playing behind the scenes. So when people see me, they just see me turned up. They just see me agitated. They just see me aggressive, but they don't know why. So if somebody, let's just say we run down on Gilly car, if we got guns or whatever, where we got them, and we trap Gilly, and then the next week you see Wallow with me at your house, how are you gonna feel?
Yeah, I'm snapping out.
Tweaking, right?
Right.
So now my head is bugging, like what's really going on, because every time something happened to me, it's somebody that's with him. But this is supposed to be the nigga I'm signed to. This is supposed to be who I'm getting money with. And I gotta say this because when people see me irate and they see me aggressive, they wanna, oh, what is Mase doing? Mase is bugging. No, it's a point you get to that you like, yo, I can't let you play because you playing now dangerous games. So imagine somebody doing that and then they over there talking about brother love. Imagine how you feeling, bro. So it's like you holding I can't blame Puff for this because I can't say he's doing it, but I can't say he's not. So if you look at the people who hate on me, right? They're from Revolt shows. Who run Revolt? The people that had the biggest problems with Mase and write the craziest stuff about Mase come from Revolt. Who run Revolt? I'm still asking y'all because everything people keep doing, I'm like, why do they keep tripping on me? It's almost like they want me to be something that's gonna be detrimental to them because it's not gonna be detrimental to me. So answer that though, since we really talking.
Puff run Revolt.
Diddy run Revolt.
Yeah, he run Revolt.
Right.
So when I hit him up and I say, yo, you got people every time they trying to discredit my name, you don't think that blocked me from other deals? You don't think that blocked me from other monies? You don't think that does something to my livelihood?
Blackball right now?
Mase is not the only one who seemed much to be real. Gene has been speaking up for as long as I can remember.
Well, the way I feel, if I was Kim Porter's father and I seen that, I could only imagine what he may have thought his own daughter went through. Kim had some things that happened to her over the years, broken nose, bruises, ankle injuries. A lot of things happened to Kim that she never explained to her father. So to see that girl take that beating like that, her father probably thought within himself, that's some of the things that happened to my daughter. And it has to be sickening to him, knowing that his daughter probably went through the same that Cassie went through.
Yeah, he made a comment saying that he was disgusted when he seen that video. He even said that he wouldn't even do a dog like that, the way Diddy did Cassie.
Yeah, his heart would go out to Cassie because he's looking at the fact that his daughter's not here to even raise her own damn kids, man. His daughter's not here in the seat, because I got daughters myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I give my heartbeat, both my arms. And just to imagine, to think that somebody was doing that to your daughter, bro. I know Kim got tired. That's why she took that corkscrew and ripped his damn arm out. Tried to rip his arm off for putting his hands on him. I know she was tired. Them pillow fights and that smothering her with the pillows and all that, like he playing with her. I know she was tired.
Yeah, he also told Rolling Stone that Diddy, he's a jealous person that don't know what love is.
He knows that, bro. Kim couldn't have nobody, bro. Kim couldn't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Diddy could do whatever, Puff could do whatever he wanted to do, Brother Love could do whoever he wanted to be. If Kim ever tried to get with somebody, Puff would interfere with them or with her trying to be with them. He wasn't letting that happen. Unless he was bringing them to the picture. That's what he used Kim for, bro. He wanted to make a deal with somebody. He'll get another girl and a guy who he's trying to make a deal with, and him and Kim, they all party together, man. He used Kim for that shit, bro.
Wow, so he used Kim for that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You don't do that to somebody you're supposed to love, man.
Do you remember any situation where he used her for that?
I know a couple situations, but I know the people so well, man, and so good, and they some good people in Atlanta that had major groups that they party like that with them and their girls, or the girls they brought into that, and I'm not gonna mention their name, man. But they know who I'm talking about. I got a lot of respect for dude, but I know of situations. I've seen situations like that in the Swiss Hotel.
So what are some of the situations? Don't name the people, just what's the situation?
When he used Kim, to party with him and his girl and the other dude, and they switch up, they do their thing, they do all, they do that rock and roll lifestyle, bro.
So he was using her for sexual activity, like orgies and, threesomes and stuff like that?
Yeah. With other girls, other guys, yeah.
Also, Kim Porter's dad said that Kim loved Diddy, but they couldn't stay under the same roof together.
Yeah, because there was only certain things that she was going to accept. And like I said, they lived that rock and roll lifestyle. If they're gonna do it together, they're gonna do it together. You're not gonna go out and sleep with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Sally, and Sue. And that's what he was doing. She accepted the fact if we partying like this together, it's okay. But for you to go out and do it yourself, nah, I'm not accepting that.
But what he said about Biggie and Diddy is for real. He probably thought he made it. Once he was under Puff.
You called it, man. It ain't looking too good for Diddy. But I want to get into this Rolling Stone article, right? They did like a 6-month investigation on Diddy, and they confirmed that Biggie, he was leaving Bad Boy.
Didn't I say that? Didn't I tell everybody that Biggie was preparing to leave Bad Boy, and everybody was saying, how did I know? I told them I seen the contract. Me and Biggie had a conversation the week before he died. I was in the Winnebago and Biggie was telling me his whole life story, and I was telling everybody I didn't know why this kid was telling me his life story. It's something that he had to feel, it's something that he had to know for him to sit there and tell me the stuff that he told me, bruh. You understand? He wanted his marketing and his publishing back, that he said that the management that he had under at the time, Mark Pitts and Wayne Barrows, who were Puff friends, basically talked him into selling his publishing to Puff. You know what I'm saying? And when I spoke about it, people talking, well, how he know? I'm getting it from the horse's mouth. He's telling me the story. I already read all his contract when I was on a plane coming to California. I told y'all Puff gave him the briefcase. So I ain't got shit else to do. Click. And read the contract. And at the end of the contract, it said, we will revisit your marketing and your publishing at a later date. Puff was gonna have him sign the contract for, I think it's Life After Death, the double CD, without giving his publishing and his marketing back. So now Big, he's about to go, I think it was Capitol, he was signing a deal with Capitol. You understand? With all those different groups. And Puff was not, you know, listen, Kirk Burrows said that Puff told him, man, you'll be dead before I give you all your publishing back. Wow. Never seen that one.
I ain't hear about that. So you said two of Diddy friends talked Biggie into giving him his publishing?
Well, Mark Pitts and Wayne Barrows, they were doing the management. Those are Puff friends from college. Mark Pitts and Puff went to Howard. I think Mark probably graduated, I don't know. But his stay at Howard, then he came to work for Puff. They were both, all of them was trained by Kirk Burrows. Now they all executives, either in the music business or Big's estate.
So of course they're gonna be looking out for what's best for Diddy.
Why do you think Bad Boy never got sued? Why do you think Ms. Wallace never sued Bad Boy or Arista? Because the same dudes kept that lawsuit out of her mind. They did not have enough security or proper security for the Notorious Big in the height of the East Coast, West Coast war. What the media had already planned out to be, it was a war. Pocket died, there was gang violence on both sides. Why you think Ms. Wallace never sued Arista or Bad Boy? Because her management, Big's management, the people that took over their estate, was all friends with Puff.
And you feel like she should have sued them for bringing Biggie out to LA with a lack of security?
Bro, I was a New York State parole officer, and I also was an investigator. When I first got out there, I called Kirk Burrows. My man, we don't have enough security. There's not enough security here. I got Puff, Kenny got Puff, Paul Alford has Big, and Kenny, I forgot Kenny, Baylock or something like that. Kenny Baylock has, I think this guy named Kenny Baylock. Paul Alford and some cop from LA got Big. Two people for Puff and two people for Big. Now they got entourage. People around us in the entourage. How do you look out for all those people? Arista did not provide proper security for Big. At the video shoot they did, because they had these militiamentary men, and they were on top of their game. And they only hired 3 of them. So Big had 5 people doing the video shoot. After the video shoot, he only had 2. The whole time, he only had 2. Come on, man. Get out of here. was enough security. Arista should have been sued, and Bad Boy should have been sued.
And speaking of that, Rolling Stone, they revealed that Diddy, he was fighting with, Biggie attorneys before Biggie died over the publishing.
Well, he didn't have to fight on him. He owned them. Biggie mother was trying to get his publishing because she knew that's what her son wanted. Puff wasn't gonna get that up. Hell no. Do you understand what? I think Big probably, didn't he go diamond? Did that album go diamond? He sold 10 million copies? You know what the publishing is on that? 1 point is worth about $1 million. 1 point on that album is worth $1 million. So if he owns all what he owns with Bad Boy, plus what he owns Big 24%, Bad Boy automatically take 50%. If he got 75% of that, and 1% is worth $1 million, that's 75 million he get off the rip. My numbers could be wrong, but damn.
Swin remembered the New York club shooting with Jill. Well, that's a whole other side of Diddy that we almost saw. Back then, he allegedly made her sneak in a Guinea purse to pop another ninja in a club. He missed the shot, and it all went to hell, but he walked out.
And also in this article, a guy named Damien, he's a former intern at Bad Boy. He said that, when Diddy and Jennifer Lopez broke up, Diddy, he had staffers kept outside, MTV, TRL studios with signs trying to win Jennifer Lopez back. You know anything about that?
Everywhere. See, what happened was Jennifer had this personal assistant, and I don't know what she owed Puff or what Puff did for her, but he was able to call her and find out everywhere Jennifer was at. You understand? One time, she was somewhere, he sent 100 dozen roses and was trying to get Luther Vandross there to sing for her. So, I believe Damien, because I was there when he was making deals with the personal assistants of Jennifer Lopez and finding out where Jennifer was going to be so he could send people over there. You understand? With gifts, roses, and all this other shit.
Wow. So he was really trying to win her back then?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt, bro. But they wasn't listening, you know what I'm saying? These guys is hard-headed, man. I used to tell people, when he was dating Jennifer, I said, y'all know Private Eyes is following us, right? PIs is following us. And PIs will be following us. And I don't know if Jennifer had the PIs doing it. I don't know if Benny Medina, somebody who had some kind of relationship with Jennifer, had Private Eyes following us to see what Puff was doing.
Crazy, man. How you feel about Biggie's mom reaction to the video? Her saying that she wanted to slap Diddy.
Well, I think she wanted to slap him way before she saw that video. Big Mother wanted to slap Puff way before that. Because if you ever see her in anything that they ever gave for Big and Puff was there, she was always distanced to him. Because she probably believed, after having that conversation with me, that Puff played some kind of part in her son dying, her son's death. Because why would he lie to Big's mom and say he didn't know me when all the investigators, the cops, told her, have a conversation with Gene Deal. Gene Deal gave us the information on what happened, what transpired. Why would Diddy tell her that he didn't know me? So she would probably want to smack his face way before that. That just gave her more and more reasons when he seen what type of person he really was. Foxy was out there with Zip now. And the story that I heard is that when Keefe D and them saw Tupac and them. They told Zip and them they was gonna go holler at those dudes. Zip and them went one way and Keefy D and them went the other way. The other way was to where Pac and them was at. I heard that night. I heard the full story when an individual who was out there with them came back to the block and told us. Now, Foxy has been through a lot of shit in this industry. A lot of things, brother. And if people think there's Jaguar right has been damaged in this industry, Foxy is a whole nother problem for them. It's gonna be really interesting if she gets on a jury stand and remembers or either articulate anything that happened that night. And that's what I'm gonna say about that.
So for the people that don't know, right, what was Foxy Brown connection to Keefy D and Zip in that whole situation?
Foxy Brown is maybe number one or number two, the hottest female rapper at that time. Bar, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. Foxy got one of the hottest songs with Jay-Z. Foxy own album did numbers. Foxy is Brooklyn. She's hanging with Zip. Zip is Mike Tyson, right-hand man. They like family. You understand what I'm saying? So she's out there partying with them. She's hot. She's fine, young girl in that whole 9 yards. She's having fun with them. You know what I'm saying? You got Foxy Brown in your crew. You got other ladies and other people coming because they know she's a celebrity at this time. So she's hanging with them. She got passes to go, to the party. She got passes to go to the fight because she's with Zip now. You understand what I'm saying? So now, she's in the car with them so happen when they on their way to 626. That's when Keefy D them is in the other car. So Foxy car in the car with Zip and them, she could testify that Keefy D was there. He went one way and we went the other way. Did he go see Pac and them? She can't testify to them because they wasn't there when it went down. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they probably wanted to do. Zip ain't here. He probably wouldn't have testified in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't have testified in the first place. But Foxy is here and she was at the scene. Can she place Keefy D in the vicinity? She probably could.
But my thing is this, right? If she was out there with Zip, I always heard that she was dating, Corrupt at that time. So I'm a little confused. Like, how did that work?
Bro, that don't mean she's sexing Zip and them. She out there, they homeboys. Zip from New York, she from New York. That's their protection. Zip got bodyguards and people with him. So that's because she's with Corrupt, that don't make she's out there doing nothing with them. She's a young lady, she's out there. She needs to feel safe, she needs to feel protected. And she a superstar. She's a star. Foxy was still a star then, bruh. In 96, Foxy was a star still.
You think she gonna testify?
She has to. If they subpoena her to testify, she either has use her Fifth Amendment right.
Jay-Z is involved too. I didn't know they played like that. They ruined her career so fast.
Another thing that Suge said on his American Nightmare documentary was that when the shooting occurred with Tupac, that he grabbed Tupac and pulled him down, and that's when he got hit in the head But he said he looked at the car, and he says it's a white Cadillac. He said I looked in the car, and I saw a guy with fear in his eyes because he thought he got himself a trophy. He didn't say KPD's name or Orlando's name or anybody's name, but he's basically saying that he had eye-to-eye contact with somebody in that Cadillac. And I remembered KPD always saying, you know, I thought Suge was gone. I saw him get hit in his head, and he looked right at me. We locked eyes. I just wanted to get your thoughts on, you know, because I know you were around him. Has he ever privately told you, or have you ever privately heard him say it was Southside?
We getting right up to this point right here. At the last minute, one of the dudes who deal with Reg, something he know not to do. Pulls in, we stop to the light. He cuts in front of us. As he cuts in front of us, we stopping in. My road dog pulls in this lane, telling me to get over. As I proceed to get over, the other car comes right there, which is a Cadillac. When the Cadillac starts to shoot, heartbeat hit. I pull it down. I give it a bam. When I put it down, bam, I get hit in the head. When I get hit in the head, I immediately left out. When I left out, I seen it, you know, motherfucker, the fear in his bitch ass eyes. Like shit, like he felt like shit. He got him in trouble.
Southside, yeah, shit, hell yeah. Southside, I can't honestly say KPD and Orlando, but Southside, yeah, man, they started a fucking war a day or two later in the Southside after that. I mean, yeah, everybody knew it was Southside. That did it, they knew who they, you know, had jumped. That the guy was from Southside, that Trayvon allegedly pointed out. You know, in the thing, behind the chain incident. So everybody knew it was Southside. Only you conspirators and you motherfuckers on the YouTube want to try to rewrite history. The niggas that ain't from Compton or LA area that want to make it be like it wasn't Southside Compton Crips. Everybody knows Compton Southside Crips. But yeah, you know, Suge says that stuff and the doc. I can't say whether or not he didn't look at the guy. KPD said it as well, the way Suge said it. So yeah, but he's electing for some reason not to ever retaliate it on KPD and not to do the other thing, do justice for his little brother. The jumping in the back part, yeah, Suge has always said that's why he got grazed in the head, because he was trying to hold Pac down, because Pac was trying to jump in the back seat. You know, of course, him always making fun, saying, yeah, Pac was trying to leave me. Pac was trying to leave me, jump in the back, you know, but that's this, I guess when you go through trauma, how you trying to, you know, to deal with the trauma, because you know, that has to be some form of trauma that he dealt with from, you know, getting shot at like that. But yeah, I have heard that he have definitely said how he was trying to hold and push Pac down, but Pac was trying to jump in the back seat of the car for whatever reason. I guess if y'all go and listen to that crackhead.
Diddy's involvement in Tupac's deposition is out there, and the cops just need proof because he allegedly sent $1 million into the cousin of the guy who shot Pac, but the cousin never passed it along to the shooter. That's what saved Diddy from being in jail.
And they that was trying to say Quincy Jones' daughter was in the back. If y'all go and listen to him, he was trying to jump in the back with her, which is the craziest shit I ever heard. But that happened. I mean, well, who to say? You know, if he's sticking by the code or not, you know, identifying. I don't believe he saw who it is or was or recognized at that point who it was, meaning knowing for sure this was KPD. Who had, you know, that had did this. I just think he, like everybody thought of some male black guys that after all of that happened, yeah, you consider them bitch. Just like Gaddafi's statement. What was his statement? They look like a bitch in the face. You know, of course, anybody that's shooting, and you let somebody come walk in and shooting and start slapping or beating up on me right now, I'm going and I survive. I'm gonna be that bitch ass motherfucker. You know, that's just what you say. That's just what you think of people that try to hurt you and do stuff with you, do stuff to you. And so that's what I believe, you know, why he made that statement about how he looked or his appearance and all that, and Gaddafi as well, by his statements of saying how he looked in the face and all of that. But hey, listen to what he says again. Said it before. Listen to what he said in his own words in that documentary as well. How this guy looked. I mean, what was going to happen to Compton, what he knew was going to go down the next day. He's pretty much telling y'all then what he felt and what he knew what was going down. Why did they go? And that's why I get so mad with him now playing and trying to rewrite history and stuff like that. There was a lot of people that went over there and took penitentiary chances, did penitentiary things after Tupac's death. And to go and try to make light of it now, there was even 4 people that lost their lives behind that. I have a problem, and I be looking at stuff, and I was looking at on the news recently, and I saw where a country went and saved a whole bunch of hostages. They killed like 100, 200 some people to save 3 hostages. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't know. You lose 200 lives to save 3 to 4 or 5 different. Now, if they're my loved ones, hell yeah, it makes sense. I know. But what about the other 200 people? There's something for y'all to think about. I'm not saying I don't believe in retaliation, because I do. And obviously my Lord and Savior do too, because he will send his angels to get your ass. But the point is, all these people went and jeopardized their life and their freedom, and now you making a mockery of it. Would you feel that way if those soldiers or those people that got killed for trying to save those other people's lives, and then people start making fun of it? You gotta think about stuff like that. Put yourself in those situations to understand what people are saying. Free Keefy D, when you know there were meetings and things and talking about for revenge and retaliation. And you were a part of, allegedly.
Okay, Reggie, I didn't know if you, well, I'm pretty sure you saw it, so I'll get your opinion. On part 2 of Suge Knight's podcast, this last one, he made a comment saying that Diddy had been an FBI informant for years. With you and him talking and stuff back in the day, did he ever talk about that before, or is this the first you're hearing it?
I wish Suge Knight know that. Everybody's so funny how everybody know who FBI informers is, and the only reason you know because you're an FBI informant and all that. Y'all think informants don't talk. They don't tell stuff in advance of what's going on. And it's not like informants are generally not known like that. Now, I know that people that made those accusations about Diddy being one of the ones that Jay-Z going back and giving up the information on them when they were talking about formalizing the Lucky 7. That's what I always heard it was, the distribution company, when they were trying to make a big major distribution company. And so I know some people made that accusation, but that, because they, Puffy didn't get indicted. I think Marie got indicted at the time, and then they were messing with Suge at the time. that particular time. And then we all know what happened to Jay Prince. But if we look at all three of their situations, we understand why the feds wouldn't have to, all three of them, if we keeping it real. But I do remember, and Suge, I'm going to make you remember. Suge and I were in New York one time. It was just me and Suge. We was on our way actually to meet Sam Snead in Pittsburgh, I think he was at. For some reason, Sam Snead wanted Suge to come to Pittsburgh to meet his father. And we were on our way to go to Pittsburgh. But we ended up not going. We ended up going to Rochester, New York. Not Rochester. Into where JoJo and KC from. Somewhere in North Carolina. But we were on our way to meet Sam, and we didn't go because Puffy called him at the last minute. And this is like before Pop. This was like 90, sometime in 95 though. And we went to his office. We went to his Bad Boy's office. And I remember we going there, and in the meeting, I was in the meeting for some reason. I don't know why I was sitting in there. But Puff was complaining about how did, man, these feds are on me like crazy. How did you get them off you, Suge? Because I know they've been following you, and man, what can we do? What can I do to get them off me? And Suge gave them some bullshit, They probably wasn't on us at that time. I don't think they were. I don't think they got back on us until after the Tupac shoot, which would have been in '96. But at one time, they were on Suge. And so Suge told them some shit about this or this. Gave him some book, but they talked about it. So Puff did believe in like 94, 95 that the feds were following him around. Now, we also heard stories, and I know y'all gonna tell me in the comment section that Gene Deal went down to the federal government and he's aware of it and told something about Suge and them or something like that. But my point would be, people don't know if he's an informant, and if he was an informant, who do he have some paperwork on? Who has he put in jail? Who's went to jail with anything concerning Puffy that we know of? So I'm not here defending Puffy. I think Puffy is the biggest slime ball. Well, not the biggest, but a slime ball. But I don't know where Suge gets that from. Suge has called Snoop an informant. Snoop did not testify, threw out the statement before, but I don't believe he was a federal informant. Puff, everybody, I guess, Suge has been called down to the federal government before. I have been down to the FBI office with Suge before, where they have brought him in and called him in. Now, it was generally because one thing y'all don't know is when the FBI on wiretaps and stuff like that, and they hear threats against your life, they can't sit on it. They gotta notify you. And Suge has been notified at least 2 to 3 times by the FBI that there's somebody that had a threat on his life, that they overheard a threat against his life being made on some phones. So that would be my take. My only thing would be when Suge making statements like that is, how the fuck would you know? And then, if you believe that, if there's evidence of that, who went to jail behind that? I get called as being a federal informant and all of that, and number one, I can't be an informant, I was an ex-cop. But, number 2, who, other than me being a cop, ever went to jail behind something that I informed on? Y'all pull that paperwork up and y'all show that. Every time I went to court helping niggas. So, that would be my take. It's just everybody always been accused of being an informant. That's our go-to word. You're either an informant, a snitch, or you're a faggot. One of the 3, right? It's unfortunate that that's just the world we live in now. That's to go back, or we fucked your wife, or we fucked your bitch. That's our go-to. So just when y'all hear stuff like that, y'all just remember that. Y'all put that into, put put that into your thing. And, think about that before you start spitting out or believing what people are saying just because people throw that out into the universe.
This even video of him kicking it with Sug Knight. We'd love to hear what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe.